I now recognize Mr. Smucker for 5 minutes.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hello, Ambassador. I want to thank you for the work that you're doing, for the change that you're working to bring about. And I also want to point out the differences that we've seen in the past 4 years of the Biden administration compared to the 4 years of the Trump administration, specifically in regards to trade. I think Democrats and Republicans alike were very unhappy with the past administration's approach to trade, basically, which was to do nothing, to try to generate new agreements, and to not do nothing to try to open markets up for American manufacturers, to do nothing to try to bring jobs back to America. And that's just in such stark contrast to what we saw during the previous Trump administration. He had a bold and effective approach to trade, one that really delivered prosperity and brought our trading partners to the table. So we appreciate the work that the president did during his previous administration. We appreciate the work that he's doing and that you're doing on trade. It's a refreshing change to what we've seen over the past 4 years. And we trust the president to get this right again. We believe that we're seeing already the impact when you have tens, I don't know how many we're up to now, but countries coming to the table that have for a long time had tariffs in place for our goods, but we weren't doing the same. And so the idea of reciprocal trade, I think, is a great one that I can tell you the American people in my district, business owners in my district, very much support, and they support the goals of this administration to bring back manufacturing jobs to the country, to bring back that investment in the country, and then to open up markets to our great American businesses. So I will also say this, many of those business owners who love what the president is trying to accomplish are feeling a little consternation. They're concerned about what this, how we're going to achieve what the intent is here. They still believe in what the president is doing, as I think every, at least Republican member here, agrees with that. But I just want to give you an opportunity, if you don't mind, to just sort of expand maybe on some of the things that you've said previously, but with that sort of audience in mind. What would you say to, for instance, a copper manufacturer in my district who you and I have spoken about previously, but this is impacting their business in a big way? And what would you say to other businesses who are in a similar situation? And maybe if you could just paint a picture of what success will look like here, again, in the context of the successes that we've seen with USMCA negotiated under previous administration and all that, but take us out a few months, take us out a few years. What is the end goal here? I think I know what that is, but I'd love to give you a chance just to expand on that. What will success look like? How will that help every American business? Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman. I think we'll find that American businesses are much more competitive when they have open markets overseas. People talk about the high cost of doing business in America and manufacturing in America and growing in America. But when we cannot access foreign markets or we face barriers overseas, and not just tariffs, but also all the non-tariff barriers that we've outlined in this 400-page book, that increased costs. And it makes it difficult to be competitive globally and even domestically. At the same time, we have foreign producers who receive subsidies. They have countries where economic policies depress domestic demand. They make more stuff than they can consume. They send it here. And so I think what we're going to see in the near term, we're going to see a handful of partners who open their markets more to us, and it makes it much easier and much more competitive economically to have manufacturing here, to grow products here, to process them here, and export them to the rest of the world. So it's a virtuous cycle that you create when you create a situation where you have open markets, you create broader economic policies, whether it's good tax policy, good energy policy, to give you the tailwind you need. We have to reshore manufacturing. this is an important way to do it. We can have tariff protection as we get rid of the trade deficit, reshore manufacturing, and as other countries open their markets, they can potentially have a different arrangement that helps us as we try to have reciprocal trade and get rid of the deficit and get back to being a producing economy. That's where we need to be.
Well, thank you again for your work. I'm out of time, but appreciate your work, and we're with you. Thanks.
Thank you.
I now recognize Ms. Sewell for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.